Well, it was a week ago tonight we were coming on air for the wild card, the play-in game of this year's Brier here in Brandon. Tonight we'll wind up all the round robin play. Let's bring you up to date on what happened earlier today. And this was Northern Ontario against Team Canada. Look at the rocks in play. Brad Jacobs against Brad Kuju. And this is in the 8th. And the 13 champion does this. And that was for 3. It ends up going an extra. And it's Jacobs with that last rock. I'll give credit to the ice makers. They've done a wonderful job. That slide path, you would think at this time of the game would start to fudge up, slow down. But look at this now. He has to have the 4. He has to hang around as he draws against 2. Mark Nichols is in perfect spot, perfect position, and when he clears, that is your winning point. So they pick up the extra end win. Manitoba, a little too late as it is for British Columbia. They win 9-7. Wild card is your winner over Ontario, and Alberta continues to roll 9-3. So with the results of earlier today, we now know the 4 teams that will be playing in the Page playoff, and they will finish like this. Alberta, Northern Ontario will play for 1-2. Team Canada wildcard will play for 3-4. As we come inside now and say hello, Canada, welcome back on this Friday night. Cheryl Russell alongside. So we will feature Team Alberta against Team Northern Ontario as they play for last rock. And when you talk about this Alberta team, they've won 10 in a row, but my goodness, the kind of wins they had could have easily been losses.
Oh, no kidding. You'd think at 10-0, this team would be at the top of the standings and they'd be feeling really confident, but it's been a grind and the wins haven't come easy. Kevin Cooey has been Kevin Cooey. He's been making those big shots to set up ends and save ends, but against this Northern Ontario team, you're going to need some exceptional setup shots by Colton and Ben Hebert to put some pressure on them.
As mentioned, this is a game for Northern Ontario. Should they win, they'll have the choice of stones, color, or last rock. You know they'll want that last rock, and it's important.
It hammers mass, especially with these guys, Vic. 8 times they ran away with the games because they won the hammer and away they went. They're probably the best front runners I've ever seen in my life. Hammer's really big. The 2 games at the end here, they got down 3 to Canada, barely survived that game you just showed. They got down 4 to Ontario, didn't survive. It's all about hammer.
So when we come back, we'll wrap up the round robin of this year's Brier, and we'll sort out the 4 that will be playing in the Page playoff this weekend.
I'd say when we play against Team Cooey, the competitive juices are really flowing. Both teams want to win very badly, and with that comes with a lot of fire and intensity on the ice.
They're obviously fired up at the Brier, especially when you play them. I mean, they always seem when they get to the Brier to kind of find another gear, always at the top, and we enjoy playing them.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by New Holland, #TogetherBlue.
So we're all set to go this final evening of round robin play. We're playing for last rock, first place overall. Let's meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Alberta champions, they come from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, skipped by Kevin Cooey, with Ben Hebert, Colton Flash, and BJ Neufeld. The Northern Ontario champions from the Community First Curling Centre in Sault Ste. Marie, with Brad Jacobs, and backed up by the Harndens, the Brush brothers, Ryan and EJ, and Ryan Fry. Okay, well, here we go. And that last rock, all important, although they would argue that because of the 5-rock rule, last rock may not be as important as it was at one time, but the draw to the button was won by Alberta. So they will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the red stones. Northern Ontario, the yellow to get us going. Ryan partner.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. With the 5 rock rule, it diminishes the importance of having last stone a little bit, but until one of these teams decides to give it to the other team, it's still a good idea.
And I think with 10 ends, it's also a little less important than it is in the 8 end game to have whether you have hammer or not.
You wonder how Jacob's intensity is going to be, because it's not a life or death game. The last one kind of was, because if he lost to Gushue, he was going to be in the 3-4 game, having to win 3 straight games to win the Brier. Now he's got the comfort of knowing he's into that 1-2 where he's got 2 tries. And it was such an emotional victory, too.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we will start with Northern Ontario.
Well, better start. We covered that already. Got down a couple times and really struggled to get back, so they can't get down against Cooey and close down Cooey. He's made so many bullet hero shots, Cooey. I think you got to get him drawing. He's only 81% on his draws. That's where you might be able to get him at stake.
Keys to the game now for Mr. Cooey.
I think just heads up. This is really a new front end when you talk about Colton and Ben working together, and we've seen the occasional brushing area. They just put heads down and nobody looks up. And then lead the way. Ben, Hebert, and Ryan Harnden are matched at 92%, and Colton will be the key on keeping some pressure on a very hot Ryan Fry.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue. Yeah, well, one half of the team is new, of course, Colton Flasch and BJ Neufeld. And his relationship over the course of the season, as we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier, it is a work still in progress.
Well, it is. For BJ, he said he always got along with Kevin Cooey off the ice, but he didn't know what his personality would be like on the ice. As it turns out, they're one and the same, and he said that has made the transition to the team much easier, and he finds that he is a more relaxed third with Kevin Cooey than he has been in the past. He says consistency has still been an issue for the team. Some of it is sweeping, some of it is communication, but he feels that at this point they are nitpicking their shots, and even when they acknowledge that they have been outplayed this week, they have found ways to win. But he does say we have yet to see the team Cooey that he thinks they can be.
The other thing too, Kathy, you were there when we were talking with him. He said, we asked him, has it gone as well? And he said, well, I expected it to be good, the relationship. I did not expect it to be this good.
Well, and I think he's certainly feeling that because of where they are right now at the Brier.
That was probably my biggest question when I heard that was going to be the new combination was, would BJ be able to do what I thought Mark Kennedy did so well and get Kevin Cooey to communicate and talk? But I think it's worked really well because they both force each other to discuss shots, and they seem to be very much on the same page.
And then was he going to bring the shot making that Mark Kennedy brought? And he's done that too.
No. He's been exceptional.
Clean.
There has to be some peace of mind being 10-0 and knowing you still have better in you. Like that's a pretty good.
Wouldn't you like to be in that mess?
Yeah, like I know we can do way better than this, but we're 10-0.
3-4.
At the Brier.
Lead.
We're going up and down the sheet here, so explain for me, Russ, why you think. And it was Ryan Fry when I asked him. They don't think that the last rock is as important with the 5 rock.
Yeah, it's not, because the team when that 5th one can't be hit, it makes it a little tougher for the team with hammer to set up a good score. We've seen a lot of steals this week because of that, which makes it a little more even. The team with hammer against the team without. But there's no question, you're tied coming home with hammer. Your win rate something like 80-85% minimum, I would think, on this ice. So Cooey still got advantage, and Northern Ontario has to wrestle it away from them.
And maybe I think what a lot of teams look at now, rather than the start of the game, is from the half going on to the 10th, is how do you negotiate to be where you want to be in that 8th, 9th, and 10th end.
Good boy, Mac. Mac Miller. Meek. Clean. Hold down. Yep. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Yep. Sleep's good. Whoa. Whoa. Hard. Right to it. Control, normal.
Nice and solid.
Well, we saw some of that fire that this afternoon in that win over Team Canada. That angle raise he made for his 3. They came in with a renewed focus this year, having struggled the last couple of years. Brad Jacobs in Northern Ontario. And it's shown on the ice.
I think they're more contained. I think they're trying to conserve energy. I think by the time this Northern Ontario team would get to the playoffs in Briars, they wouldn't have the same energy level. And I think it affected them. We saw their slide in the last few years once they got to playoffs.
Clean.
Yep. Yep, Ben.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
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 Hard. Hard.
You know, even
Hard.
Brad said, look, we had a lot of success very quickly. They've been together now 7 years. So, you know, second year together, and they win the Brier. Not included in that, of course, is the Olympic win of 14. They come back, they still have it. 17, 18. I don't know, complacency maybe sets in, bad habits set in. This year they said, look it, and they were very close. We've talked about this, blowing this whole thing up, but they had the meeting. This is what we have to do. And then the addition, of course, of Adam Kingsbury, who for many years worked with Rachel Homan. That's a new dimension. So this is very much a different looking, different feeling Northern Ontario team.
Yeah, I like what I see too. It's the passion's still there. He made that shot for 3. There's still some fist pumping going on, but it's maybe not to the degree. And then I think the negatives were they couldn't throw those away. They couldn't park them and go on and play at a high performance. That's what's changed, I think, this year.
Well, what is it last night when they were when they were playing Ontario, and it was in the extra, and he knew that the game was likely lost as they put the blank on the board. He turned to Ryan Fry and said, good game, we give him a battle. We put a blank on the board in the first. Friday night, final evening of the round robin portion of this year's Tim Hortons Brier. With the play-in game a week ago tonight, and of course the 16 teams in 2 pools of 8, the round robin through Wednesday, and then the top 4 from each pool moving on, taking their records with them. And so here we are, already decided the top 4 and the 4 playoff teams. Other games winding up. British Columbia, Saskatchewan, they were eliminated from competition yesterday. Team Wildcard, Team Canada. One of those will finish 3rd, and they will get both the last rock and choice of color. Our featured game is on sheet C, and then Manitoba. Ontario was the last to be eliminated. That was earlier today.
Whoa. Bouncing. Whoa. Yep. Bouncing the foot. Whoa. Whoa. Bouncing the foot at least. Whoa. Solid foot. Nice, boys. Okay.
He's kicked it out in the open, but he also rolled out.
His nose is pretty good.
Enough they might be able to get to the nose here.
Hack. A little sticky still.
This is going to be a pretty good matchup to watch with Ben and Ryan Harnden, both of them playing exactly the same 92%. So it'll be kind of who flinches first. I think you and I talked about it, Russ, in the game this afternoon. The setup shots by the leads and really the seconds is critical.
Well, yeah, because the thirds and the skips don't miss many shots. So if you can get the battle of the angles right, or if you can open it up for your skip to make a shot, he's going to make it.
I'll just make that roll. I just think it feels heavy. It's not.
Well, let's go right to work then, Kathy. We have Team Wildcard against Team Canada. It's Brendan Botcher, of course, out of Edmonton as he plays Brad Gushue. Final stone, Botcher.
Brad Gushue split the house on his final one, drawing to lie 2. So this is the force playing the hit against 2.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard. Good.
And there you go. Rolls it towards the center line. Sits top of the lid. And that'll be for an early one.
Hard. No roll.
Good shot, Flash. Out boy.
He rolls it over on top. Shot rock right now belonging to Northern Ontario.
Beauty.
You could see Kevin get on the brush. He wanted to bring that out just a little bit past that center guard so that they could maybe get a chance eventually to use it to promote back onto Shotstone. It's all the little things, the rolls, the brushing.
This is this is sheet C
Line's good.
On the way.
in the in Westoba Place, and this will be the championship sheet. I have to be careful. Just somebody could slip when you say sheet. Anyway,
say it slowly.
Say it slowly. So these teams will also benefit by playing here on this sheet now. They will be here again tomorrow night in the 1-2 page playoff, so they're going to go to school a little bit.
Yeah, you'll be making some notes on what the trends were on the sheet or this piece of ice.
There you go.
No.
Pretty good. Our red should spin to the right.
I love the blast.
I like
Well, a
it.
steal of 1 for BC against Saskatchewan. And Manitoba with a single against Ontario. That is also a steal of 1.
You need to be more than that.
Okay. More than that? More. Yeah. Okay. There's quite a bit of space.
Oh, okay.
Try to hit 2/3.
2/3. Pass close.
When you hit this too thin, you'll kick your own red out in the open when you make the yellows fly here.
Should get a little bit of fresh curl.
Close.
No.
Yeah, perfect.
Flash. Great shot.
I can just throw a hack here, eh? I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just hack.
Oh, wait, good. Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, no.
EJ.
Each. A little more. Okay, great sweep.
Hack me, guys.
I think you want to just get half under and he makes that run and you're inside.
If you're not going to roll underneath, you'd love to get it at least edge on edge, so
Weight's good.
Neufeld can't get to the inside. I think there's enough room he can sneak in there.
Whoa. Close. No. Yep. Whoa.
And I don't think you want to roll fully under.
Whoa.
So then the run back, they make it straight back.
Oh, gosh, right underneath.
Hey, too good maybe.
Yeah, that was the concern.
Just because it is straight back?
Yeah, if it's just a little out one side or the other, then you're going to always have the back one exposed when this run back's made.
Ryan Fry will give it a go.
Whoa. Yep. Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go.
EJ Neufeld. And he's going to get it, but can't hold the shooter, so there are a couple of corners now.
Yeah, and that's very good for Team Alberta. 4 foot's open.
One center line, I guess, would be a better description, covering the edge of the 4.
I didn't want him jumping it.
No.
I know it's clear. We go around, he's going to go around the center. But
I think he's going to go if you make it too good.
He's going to run it if we go around.
I like going around the corner.
He's worried about us.
Okay.
He's worried about them freezing if we're deep.
Well, I think that's okay. Okay, top
We
team,
want
let's make
that.
it.
I think around the corner makes the most sense. It's their corner, number 1. So if Jacobs runs it, it's you're running back the wrong color for Jacobs.
Weight's good.
You're in, wait for it.
Top 4.
What?
Top 4. Weight's good,
Hard.
Ken. Ben.
Yes, go now.
Well, we're
It's
going to
not,
stay above
it's
the
not,
feet.
it's not buried. Whoa.
I ran really well.
Okay.
And they go. And they have to go all the way back before it's covered.
Slid way better than I expected.
This is to your point, Cheryl. They've done a lot of that, Alberta. They're yelling tee in front of the tee and ends up deeper. And no, first shot down that lane, you can't blame them there at all. But
Swept it the whole first half.
But it is something. I mean, to John Dunn, who's their coach out of the University of Alberta, their kinesiology, sports, and recreation department.
Really back 8.
He's quite far back there.
That communication is something that has plagued them. They have won in spite of that.
Yes. And that was kind of one of the things where I said heads up. I feel like both of them just heads down, and it may have been Mark Kennedy who was the one that was always looking up, looking down, and so they're going to have to define those roles.
Or Brent Lang even, you know, you had the brawn with Ben Hebert, but, you know, if you've got two guys that just want to brush and they're so good at it, sometimes it's detrimental. They've overbrushed a few, not by a lot, but you don't have to at this level.
No. A foot here or there and makes all the difference.
Line's good, freeze it, line's good. Line's good. Line's good, freeze it. Yep.
Like it to curl the hair.
Clean, stay close. EJ.
No bounce on this line.
EJ.
We gotta sit. We gotta sit.
Finish.
Great weight.
Came in really straight.
Hair wide.
So there is John Dunn, as mentioned. He's been with Kevin for 12 years. And he said, finally, the Brier Kevin is here. And he said, when you see him get more quiet, that's when other teams should start to worry. When he gets in his Brier bubble, just leave him alone. Just give him a chance.
Yeah, we've seen that, Kevin, a few times. He kind of internalizes, and he's thinking ends ahead, not shots ahead, and it's something you just kind of get out of the way.
So it's pretty much the same as draw the button.
Yep. And you know, he fits. Not everybody can throw the fourth stone. Russ, you could. Cheryl, you could. Obviously, he can.
A little heavy.
As you can see, he's had some success with against Jacobs.
Back
But
line. Back 12.
he loves that pressure of throwing the big shot, the last one. And Dunn said, whatever he throws,
Right off for line.
there's never any regret because he feels he can make that shot, whatever the decision is.
Yeah, I can see that in Kevin. And the other thing I see is Kevin's not afraid to lose a game. I don't think he's afraid to lose a game or miss a shot. It doesn't rattle him either way, and that's pretty scary to play against.
Well, it touches it.
Yeah, you're probably
I think the call is just hit and roll behind the guard, and hopefully it takes the red, right?
What type of weight?
Should touch the red, the 12-foot red.
I don't think it should drag
close.
a whole lot.
I think if you hit it on this side a little bit, Cheryl, kind of like that, with a bullet weight, make sure this goes out, it definitely hits it.
It drags it.
But they're talking about going this way and rolling underneath, and I'm wondering if it would drag that way a little bit. It might not.
Normal?
Ahmad?
Normal?
It's
Okay, go on.
oh, they're going to throw more weight now. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, they were talking about like a hack weight, or
Yeah.
it'll still drag, but it should be enough wind burn going by there to get rid of it.
You don't have to take it far.
I'd still like to hit it a hair high side if it was me, just to make sure.
Yeah. EJ! Yeah, EJ! EJ! Yes!
Oh, he's going to spill it.
Shot, Brad.
And that shot rock, though, is out in the open tee line.
Could have got that roll.
No, I know.
He even thought he could
Try
get
to
the
keep
roll
him on.
underneath.
Like, once you get him on, like, and then you get off, it's hard to get back
I can't
on.
get back on. So if we're gonna do like the little back, I can't get back on the rock. That's all.
Good throw.
Yeah, good toss.
I was a little worried when I let it go. It was a hair wide.
Both of these teams convert with a hammer about the same rate. About 50% of the time with hammer, they get a deuce or more. But Northern Ontario has the edge with the force. So that might be the difference you see tonight.
Final stone looking for a second straight blank.
Take it in.
So nothing to choose between the two so far. Going to three. Blank one, blank two. On this final night of round robin play, the championship round. And the two teams that will be in the 1-2 page playoff This is a tune-up for them. Still to decide, though, whether Alberta will get a chance with a selection of Hammer, the Last Rock, and the Stones, or Brad Jacobs will get the Last Rock. That's what's on the line right now as we play. So in goes Northern Ontario to the back of the button. The corner, wide corner, goes up, and then they cover it with the second stone of Northern Ontario lead Ryan Harnden.
A couple feet too far for Ben Hebert and allowed him to get A, close to the rings, and B, a little wider than they wanted, but it's still usable.
Off. Team. Back 4. Weight's pretty good. Yep.
You know, once it starts to curl there, now you can see it. Oh, that looked like it just picked.
Mm-hmm. Would have been good. We'll pick, eh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just went sideways.
I hate to see that.
We have seen, I can't even think, maybe one pick all week.
Yeah, there hasn't been much.
No.
I think one. I can only think one other one, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so since draw 1 last Saturday, and here in the last draw, we go back-to-back lengths.
Yep. How's the weight? Group.
Tight. Top 12.
Group.
No, we're good.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's really nice.
Top 8.
Pete's. Pete's, yep. 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 Whoa.
Keep going.
Whoa. Nope. That's good. Great
It's hard
speed.
to know what it's
Good
going
boy.
to do.
Somewhere around the nose.
Just perfect rock placement because that back 4-foot stone was not helping Northern Ontario, so that just fixed that issue, top 4.
Start at the nose and let's see what happens.
Let's
Let's just make contact.
Colton Flash.
Post.
Yep. Yep.
A belated happy birthday to him at the end of the month, end of February.
Attaboy, Flash.
That's 2.
Nice shot.
And leave the shooter out in front.
Sleep, Benny.
That's what we'd seen Colton missing early on this week was out-turn runbacks, and now as the week's gone on, he's been making them.
Yeah, he's setting them a little bit wide. Those are tough shots. And half an inch wide, you don't make it. And he hit 3 or 4 in a row in the one game we watched.
Yeah, it was. Now it looks like he's fixed that.
I think he's the key going forward for Team Alberta. You know, the track record of Ben Hebert, Kevin Cooey.
Tight.
BJ's been in some big games. Colton, not so many.
Line looks good. Pete.
Halfway.
Pete. Yep. Pete.
Tight.
Yep. Pete.
Halfway.
Hold it if you can. Yep. Yep. Yes, Pete. Yes. Hard.
Whoa.
Like the freeze, Beach? Oh, what do you do? I think we outturn freeze.
Double peels available.
Well, let's drop in here on Manitoba and Ontario after Manitoba stole one to start. And again, this Ontario team looks to be sitting 1 and possibly 2. Final stone for Kingston, Ontario, Scott McDonald.
I do think it is to Vic. On his final stone, Mike McEwen threw a runner and just tried to chip his own sideways onto the Ontario one on the lid. Went by the outside with just a wee bit of a graze. So this is a draw to the lid for 2 for sure and maybe 3.
Coming to the back and got to sit down. Oh, he just rolls it away. So now they look 1 and 2 for sure. If there's any doubt, looking close. I think that's too far. What do you think? I think it's only 2.
2 yellow.
Thank you very much, fellas. The Ontario had a great run. Rookie team from the Cataraqui Golf and Country Club in Kingston. And they were eliminated earlier today in a loss to team wildcard Brendan Botcher.
Tight. Halfway.
EJ. Group. Clean. Clean.
Just halfway.
Line's good. Yep. Needs to curl now. Gotta go, Pete.
Tight.
Gotta go. Keep going. More.
Don't want to leave a port.
Good.
Okay, well.
Back to work we go. Wild card and Team Canada. And what is it? Wild card sitting top and back 4. That's what's facing Brad Gushue.
On Brendan Bottcher's final stone, he played a tight guard into the crotch of 2 Team Canada stones to take away a run back off either from Brad Gushue, forcing him to draw to the button in order to score 1.
Again, these 2 teams come in, as you see, with a record of 8-2. The winner will then have a clear, better record at the end of round robin. They will get the choice of last rock and color. And just that little bit too much. Didn't hook for him. And it is a steal of 1 wild card.
They've been throwing this out front as a tight guard. You could start now. It's late enough in the end. Maybe split center line, biting top 4.
Yeah, I'm with you, because that red one's now in the rings over in the corner there. For Alberta with Hammer that could go on the scoreboards.
Well, if this guard's ever offline, then you know what Team Alberta's doing. They're coming around.
Yep. Queen, whoa. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep, 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 yep. Good.
Boy, some beautiful guards, because they're almost leaving a port, which makes that out turn a little tougher. Neufeld's going to give it a try now, though.
Saskatchewan comes back, replies with a single, so they're tied with BC.
It's funny, though. I think Northern Ontario's happy because they've now drawn the play into the rings and they might be able to force this way. But Alberta's happy because they might get a deuce out of it.
Yep. How's the weight? Weight's perfect. T-line. Room. T-line. Yep, T-line. Whoa. We're there. Close. We're all T. All T.
Flash.
Little bump. Flash. Little
Now
bump.
Flash will try to, Colton Flash will try to help it over a little bit. And, you know, listen, maybe I'm picking, but just that little bit of hesitation. He called it, Cooey called them, and just that hesitation, they can't carve it as much.
Right.
Yeah, well, they also yelled T-line, and there's that slight error again. Now, it's easy from up here, but you know, you're throwing at 150 feet and they're 2 feet heavy. It's hard to complain, but they yelled T-line, and it wasn't. That's why they couldn't carve it.
Good speed. Okay.
Yeah. Positive.
It's like a T-line by itself type weight and then push it back. I just don't want to overthrow it, right?
Yeah.
So it's
How's the speed?
It's draw weight, I'd say a foot slower.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 to 2 feet.
Slight extra
Just
2
the
feet
positive. The positive
makes
will
this
carry.
makeable.
Well, he's moving on up, and of course he has, I'm sure, several good years remaining. Brad Jacobs at 87, but Brad Gushue is the runaway leader in terms of skip games won at 131. And there's Ken Martin getting a picture with a world champion, Olympic gold medal winner, tied with you, of course.
Room. Easy. Top 4. Room. Room. Yep. 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 Yep.
It's curling early.
Yep. Room. Yep.
Just frozen.
Gotta go. Got room. Where is it?
Did not overthrow this.
Freeze it on the inside. Shot.
It is.
Whoa.
Okay, well.
Oh.
Sit.
Nice shot, Brad.
Wow.
Not awful. Good
That's
sweep.
not makeable if they don't overbrush
Didn't get out.
Neufeld.
Nice shot.
Not bad.
No, I think it's real good.
Surprised BJ's didn't curl like mine. I was tighter, but
He kind of jams.
that's what I mean. Like
I don't think that's any good. He's gonna come the same way.
He might do that.
Yeah, but you're still gonna have this.
I know, but then it's against.
What else are you thinking? I mean, at least his draw is a little bit. I haven't thrown it yet, so don't know what else you do.
That is the bad thing, right? That in-turn side has not been played.
It's been double sitting, PL. All end. And nothing down there. That would be the hesitation.
On this in there.
Good double peel. He does this.
I don't like the double peel.
Okay.
I like, because if we're gonna run side, we got to move these, right? Like the double peel, and then he doesn't. I mean, he's got a. I don't think that one's going anywhere. What? And then what? What does he need to do? I guess I've got this thin, but it's just for one.
You got a nose hit for 2 right now. If you peel.
I don't know.
I don't think Ben's right there.
You think he's just... And then what are we doing when he makes it?
The guard?
Yeah.
Ben's looking.
I'm not sure he's going to guard.
Me neither, but what's he going to do then? You should have an easy double to give him one. I hate the double peel.
They're always easy when you're not throwing them.
Easy double to give him one is not what Kevin wanted to hear.
You hate running this in there? No. Opens up both draws at least.
Not it, you get... Oh,
Yep. Hey,
I don't mind it.
Like at least it opens up both ways.
Sure, let's split.
Ben did look at that slash in on one of the red cornerstones as well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is a little risky if I hit it into that.
Yeah.
I don't hate peeling, I guess, but where am I peeling? It's not the easiest peel.
No, it's hard.
Can I?
You're peeling it, I think, thin this way. Yeah.
It's not an easy peel, is it?
I think I like this.
Yeah. Okay.
The danger with this one, I think it's the best call, especially with the shot-making ability of Kevin Cooey, but if he ever hits it there, then the yellow guard goes there, and you've got your work cut out for you. And it's not much different between hitting the red one and hitting the yellow one from this distance.
I think he comes and he crosses this, Benny, like with hack weight and rolls everything under.
A wide open hit too. Wide open double. You should have a wide open hit or a wide open double.
I don't mind this. Unless you make the double peel,
Hey,
it's no
it's
good.
just, it's not the easy. Like, where do you see me just straight peeling this?
We're going to talk. I was thinking the out turn.
This all started by overbrushing Neufeld.
Don't like this beach.
And then Jacobs made that out turn draw around to the button. And it's Neufeld's that's causing them the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Double peel, then the most you're going to have is one.
Straight peel's fine.
Like, you can't just straight peel unless I'm trying to hit it like across the top of that.
I might be being a little negative, but
How thin is it? Hit it across the top of that.
Thin third.
Okay, let's do that then.
Eating up a lot of time in this end.
Cooey's been able to bail him out, obviously, with a 10-0 record, but you wonder when you get down to the final 4 best teams here, thin third to try to make a double so he has some shot on his last one.
So with Kevin Martin looking on here in Brandon, trying to equal his 2009 mark.
Good shot, Kev. Very good.
And moves that over.
Well done. After all that discussion, it's
great
perfect.
Shot. Just a great shot.
And do we? I think we want to be tight because if he's running it in, if he sticks it, it's
toss.
Right? Yeah.
Do that, yeah.
The problem with that yellow that shot rock is it redirects right onto the back yellow, the one that was overswept.
Yeah, we can show him a piece on my side.
Yeah, we
right?
can. Yep.
The only other shot is
Off
just
the
the
red.
top ours an inch, but
I think you get
What are we
a
playing?
pretty
Guard?
safe steal if you throw a good guard here.
Okay.
But for me to, if he throws a top 12 better than that, does that get risky? Not to mention it's real thin.
If they're looking at that red, you see those 2 reds
What is it?
above Ryan Fry's head,
Quarter's close.
slashing them
To get
in.
it on the yellow?
It's probably a quarter.
Well, we've seen this week he's not afraid of playing a shot like that.
No.
No, he's making them too.
Rip, halfway.
So remember too that Jacobs has had his run at perfect runs. That was in 2016 when he went undefeated.
Gotta curl it, Pete. Let's go. Dig, Pete. Come on, Ryan. Keep going, Ryan. Keep going. Gotta go, Ryan. Keep going, Ryan.
So the Brush brothers on this and trying to drag it over that line and just come up shy, but they've left the intern side exposed.
Light.
Jesse might have this for 3.
They have, but I think that's a side you could leave, and so
Hit the top half. It's 5 for 3.
I think this is the only way to get shot.
You're just rifling it straight in there, eh?
This would be typical Cooey, wouldn't it?
All right, I love it.
Team made a few mistakes. He makes one hero shot to give him another one. If he ever somehow did exactly that, it's for 3.
We've seen this movie before. Is this a sequel for Cooey? Angle it back. Got it. Oh, he's going to touch it, but not move it far enough. Steal 1, Northern Ontario.
Both Brendan and Mark thought it was in, and they were confident, so that was definitely a good feeling. I couldn't see too much, actually, when I got down to the hack. I could see less than I'd originally thought.
No room for error here, and you're right on that ribbon, too.
Done all he can. Brad Jacobs. Final stone. Kevin Cooey.
It wasn't an easy shot, but it was, you know, a spot where I felt comfortable throwing it for sure.
Get off it. Get off it. Here it comes. Get it by their own. Oh, they just did. Now. And they'll bring out the stick.
I was actually staring at them. I wasn't looking at the rock because I didn't have a good angle.
Here's the measure.
That's extremely close.
I knew they'd let me know, and kind of took longer than I was hoping.
It's in.
Is going to the final.
When they started cheering, that was a great feeling.
So now you think about that. 16. Who went through undefeated?
Jacobs. 11-0.
That's right. It didn't pay off at the end, did it?
True.
So here's Cooey with a chance to run the table here. Obviously hoping for a better outcome. But trailing now 1-0 as we go to the 4th.
Yeah, that same Briar, they're 11-0. When they played the 1-2 game against Gushu, they were 2 up in that game too. Gave up a 2 and then had 1 bad end. They gave up a steal of 2 to Brad, couldn't catch him, and then Cooey did that to him. Otherwise, they were like perfect in that Briar.
Well, it was funny. Brad Jacobs said yesterday after he lost to Ontario, maybe we don't mind having 1 loss now.
Yeah, no kidding.
You always try to reframe it to the positive, but
yeah.
Back 12. Whoa. Weight's good. Yep.
Well, these two teams also playing for 3rd spot and both Last Rock and Hammer. 2-0 team wildcard Brad Gushu.
And a chance to get it back on his final stone. Brendan Bottcher hit and rolled facing 2, and he rolled almost under, but still a big chunk of it available to Brad Gushu. If he can get to the nose, it's for 2.
Gotta go. Clean. Throw, Brad.
And there it is for the 2 to tie.
Definitely gotta get him moving more. 2-2. Yeah. Nope. Whoa. Lead. Whoa. Ryan. Whoa. Fry. Just Fry.
Fry. Ryan Fry.
All the way. Good throw. Shot each. Good shot. Good shot each.
British Columbia with a 3 in the 3rd.
Sorry, weight was perfect.
And Manitoba got 1 and 3, so they're all even with Ontario.
Hack. Yep.
Board weight.
Good hack.
Hack weight. Okay.
Good hack. Hang your shooter. Yeah, hang the shooter. Good hack. Whoa.
Weight's nice.
We're heavy. Whoa. You gotta go off this. Yep. Gotta go.
Cool beans.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Shooter.
Shooter, Benny. Gotta go.
Gotta go, and there it goes. And so they've left 2 now out in front to possibly use.
trying to get that shooter to roll a little bit more than that away.
Hack weight, roll back on top. Yeah. I like the out. Sure. Out turn. Board. You're going for thin half. Right here. Board. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Close.
Whoa. Yep.
Yes.
PJ Harden now hard on it. Can you get across the nose and roll in underneath? And now they'll do a little double bump, and Shot Rock is top of the lid.
A little too far, eh?
What?
A little too far.
Bump there's too far, I think. Yeah, if you chisel our red, it's just going to pump it open.
Got it in the air.
Both these skips are so crafty at
I threw that other end.
moving rocks around a little bit to get those angles. I think that yellow red's pretty nice because they can hammer it.
Right? Yeah, just through.
It clears the shot rock.
This is they're trying to get just tick that top 8-foot redstone over to the right just a little bit and then sit right there, and then you kind of have it both ways. Another setup
really
shot.
As long as there's not a
Bear
double.
down if anything. No, weight's good.
Yeah, it's a good
Back
call.
line.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa, Benny. Flash.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, good spot, Pete.
Beautiful shot.
Really good.
Really nice throw.
Should go through.
Be awesome. You like the freeze inside, Brad?
So the red onto yellow is available on the out-turn side, red available on the in-turn side.
Either that or freeze on the inside.
You can.
And I think if you chase the red double, it jams over on the right, so
fine
or
with
left
that.
as we're looking at it.
It might. If they get it really thin, I think they get it out of there.
Go through the hole.
But you're right, it's tough.
I don't think it's going to be that.
I think it's got to be a little bit slower.
4 feet?
4 feet.
4 feet slower?
I think so. Nothing's been down here.
Yeah, this is always the gas. They've played so much going the other way, and end number 3 down the other side, and this side hasn't been played on this end either.
Gotta go all day.
There's to your point, fresh pebble, just going to go. Just going to eat it right up.
Yeah, it's just a complete guess.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. No.
Hard.
No. Just
Hard. Curl it.
Now you're pretty happy you left that red in that position. You use it, you
I
tap it.
guess you get this out and brings that one back into play.
Yeah, yellow's in the way now. I like that. Try to get to the nose. Here, let's switch here. Yeah, we're trying to get to the nose.
Is that pretty tough to get to nose though with that way?
I think it's gonna curl.
I can't hear him.
Can you get to nose with back line?
Yeah, close.
Okay.
Probably.
Like just there.
Yeah, back line.
Well, same exactly what you just threw, BJ.
To your point,
That was
does he
back
know
line.
it's slower here?
Should get a bit more finish here, I think.
I think it'll curl.
I think you're throwing probably a hack to be back line.
You're right.
That's the guess.
It doesn't quite show up, but you can see it in terms of the path, the shininess of the ice.
Yeah.
And on this side, it isn't very shiny at all.
Whoa, Ben.
Hard bend. Hard.
Oh, he's carving it over.
Get that out there, Flash. Go, Flash.
And Flash
Go,
will
go,
take
go.
it all the way back. Very nice. Considering the ice, the circumstance, there you can see it
Good spot, Beach.
on that far side
Goes into it.
as
For sure, it hits it.
they make their way up. It's just not very shiny over there where the Harnden brothers are. Kathy?
Well, it's interesting. I talked to Jamie and Greg before the game and said, how great the ice had been. And they said, well, there's two things. One, Manitoba's very dry. And two, it's been really cold. But the weather has certainly changed. And this building is much warmer. I have been sitting with a heater all week, and I do not need it tonight. And that may make its way down to the ice.
Yeah, it got a lot
This might stop.
milder day, just below freezing.
Might be going dead on to it.
But we lied too, right?
Well,
Oh,
we'd
dead
lie-
onto
we'd
it.
lie one.
You
dead
gotta try
on.
it anyway. It's like there's no other shot.
What's
right?
that?
I think you gotta try it.
The shooter is like more important.
Is
it going on to the dead? Is it dead jamming there?
What about the guard?
What do you mean?
Thin the guard.
What?
And just try and stuff that there.
This way?
Yeah.
Good. It's not bad.
I just think this is sticking right here. And then it brings that into play.
The only other shot is,
Hit and roll. He makes the double, probably. Doesn't, well, he's going to have to hit and roll in.
Then he'll hit and roll, I guess,
Hit
right?
and roll in.
I think playing it soft is smarter. Because if we dead stuff this here, it's not good for us.
Or do you like this?
What is that one doing?
Sending it across and sending it back onto here.
What
maybe.
if we play it higher?
If you play it higher,
it's going to come off lower.
It's still shoving it.
And if we roll out and he makes the hit and roll,
the thing is if we play it soft and roll here, and then he makes this.
I know. I personally like the guard back, but
I think that's our best bet.
So this is going to stick, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you might get lucky.
You're going to get this to here.
You like real thin and try to get it going in here?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind it. Quarter? Quarter it, thick quarter?
Just plain stick it. It's kind of queued up.
Roll to a good spot.
They also could have played the soft shot and rolled it in this way. I thought it looks a little easier than this one. There's quite a bit of separation here if he kind of gets that angle a little bit wrong.
They're kind of trying it thin so it goes across the top a bit more. That could drag it a bit.
You definitely want to leave the top one as a guard, though. If you ever like peel these out of there, there's a pretty easy double on the other side for Cooey.
Whoa. Yep. No. Yeah. Yep. No. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, look at this.
Hard.
And enough spin, and they will move it to the back edge.
I don't think that was ever getting any better than what you just did.
No, I don't think it was
that
either.
was stupid, quite frankly.
Yeah, there's too much separation there, and a lot could go wrong.
By catching it so thin like they did, it actually created drag and dragged the stone away from.
That's exactly. As you said, there's about a 4.5-inch window there. If it's more than that, which it was, then it's going to change that angle.
Let's make the shot. Throwing it good.
I think I throw Peel, hey?
Yeah, right in the middle.
It's really massive that Kevin made sure that BJ hit out that Yellowstone to lie at the time, 5th shot, because now there's his double.
The millimeter low?
Yeah.
I mean, you know those draws.
No, I think it's not going to do anything.
Those draws aren't doing anything.
I don't think it's going to do anything, Kev. Nose hit,
Sit
you're trying to hit a hair
for
low.
no guards and hammer.
I feel
Wow.
your hair low.
Okay, but nose will make the double. Yeah, nose is pretty good.
I think I like that broom. Just don't.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I won't do anything unless I hear something from you.
This end was set up by both of BJ's shots. He made that nice little split, and then he used the nice little split.
Yeah, did he ever. Got the angles just perfect. I thought they'd play just that soft tap that they wanted and at least sit second shot.
Kevin Cooey, his first.
Whoa.
Nothing yet. Flash, early brush. Now they'll get him. Late. Got one, got two, and split it around. My goodness.
Wow.
And there they are, sitting 4 as we go over and see that Team Canada is sitting 2. And last rock from Brendan Bottcher.
Darren's just going to yell back and forth. I think Brendan can see less from the hack than he thought. Brad Gushue went around on his first, and in trying a soft shot, Brendan grazed on his own guard, that red one, and rolled out of play. And so Gushue came in again. They were going to play a soft shot for 2, but I don't think he can see very much from the hack.
What's the play on ours? He just to try the double and stay there?
Feather double, try to stay buried. If he hits this thick, it's going to be a draw for 4.
It probably is just.
Yeah. But if we nose it, we'll get one.
If we knows it, we do get one. Yeah, whether or not we get that other one out.
You got to throw the
Final stone for Brad Jacobs.
Whoa. Yep.
Brian Harden staying with it. Fry calling line. 1 and stay there and push it through. And oh, it's just sort of geared out now to the top edge of the 4.
Just enough, Vic. If any thinner, it's buried and it might cue up a jam. Now Cooey can pick it for 2, 3 if he throws soft weight.
Which by that, Broom looks like he's going to give it a go.
Oh, yeah.
Try and stick around for his 3.
Oh, what a big score that would be. They were in trouble.
No, I think so. You want us to switch here?
So they're now playing the draw in the wild card Team Canada game.
I think so.
For hitting the fucking 2.
Same
speed as I gave you a couple months ago.
Yeah, I mean, you saw mine. Mine was a little bit this way, but came in
I
there
like
nice
that Broom
at
for
the
Hack
end.
a lot, Kevin. Throw the weight. So Marchand going first. Straight draw.
I gave you some.
Needs full
It's a little
4.
tight. Go ahead. Hard line. Go ahead. Your line's great. Hard. Line's great.
Last 4.
Yep.
Cooey.
Oh, you gotta go. Whoa.
Ebert, Thiessen, Martin gotta go.
Keep it moving, boys. Keep it moving.
Ebert, flash. Going to come up light, steal 2, Team Canada. Going to hang around quietly. He sure will. Alberta. 1, 2, 3. And that's the first 3 given up by Northern Ontario this week. Well, if Brad Jacobs turns around and looks at the scoreboard, well, he doesn't see that, hasn't seen it at all this week. A 3 on the board that he's given up. And a wonderful, quiet tap back wait by Kevin Cooley, and Alberta picks up the 3 to take the lead.
Hard beach. Hard guys, line's real good. It's perfect. Hard beach. There.
So Northern Ontario, interestingly enough, for the first time in the game, we'll have the last rock here at 5.
Oh, you can get the even end.
Just a perfect come around by Ebert. I think Northern Ontario had designs of maybe throwing the second guard, but when they look at that lineup.
Control.
That's where we talked about that earlier today. That's where I think you do have to switch gears, because if you let them throw the other one, you never get back there. You're chasing the rest of the end.
This is close.
Yes.
Wow, great throw. Just, I love that weight choice. You're looking at 2 reds. Most teams would throw a rocket down there, and it's all about controlling that thrown rock.
Yeah. Back 12, chisel the guard and roll in. Yeah, if I chisel the other one, it's good too. Yeah. Out turn, Kev. Let's go. I like that. Yep.
T-line weight.
Back 4 weight there,
T-line
Flash.
on my own.
Yeah, speed should be good here.
Your weight's good. What?
Whoa, Ben.
Whoa, Ben. Little heavy.
Ben.
Little heavy. Each.
BJ. Hard beat, you got a chance.
Keep going to hit this other one.
Hard beat, you got a chance.
Keep going.
Oh, get over there. Fine.
Okay.
Better.
What's that?
Get that out.
Yeah, hang it on the back edge there. Leave it there.
Heavy.
Freeze.
Back button.
Speed, same as last time, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
We're going down a good path here. Is that enough ice?
I think I can hold it.
What?
I think I can hold it down here.
It's just that one hit and roll by Ryan Harnden, and it pushes the Alberta team to make a tough shot. You get a mistake, and now you can set up for your deuce.
Back button.
Wow, that front end's pretty good.
Hard line.
Harden's not bad.
Hard. Hard line.
Light.
Hard line.
Short.
Go ahead, though. Try. Let me take it.
Oh, just get a bite. Just get a bite. I was thinking we could bury some. Yep.
Okay.
More than a bite, top 12. So after a quiet start and then a steal of 1, Alberta sets themselves up for 3.
Well, that's exactly what you look for, those players that can change the control in an end or set you up for a big score. This is the shot that did it. Doesn't overthrow it. Kevin Cooey calls the line perfectly. They split the left one and the right one, and both are usable. And they use them later in the end.
Key Shot brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial future.
Oh, that ever stopped fast.
Shot. Hole in front.
Well, just those little asides, right? That stopped fast, so maybe the houses aren't quite as lively.
A little more.
Out that wide, I think there's still some fresh pebble. Nice double there to get that out. It almost hung in the corner of the paint.
Right here.
That's the same weight.
Yep. Rub. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Short.
Hard.
Hard, right. Hard.
Got it.
Hard. Go. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Come on, go, go, go.
Look at them
go,
drag
go,
this.
Go, 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 go.
Okay,
Well, only one person can yell like that, and that's your brother. And then you'll settle it outside, okay? Just that's enough of that.
Didn't quite get it. The double's still there.
Slower there. Too thin.
Yeah, a quarter.
Thin double.
No, no. Close. Get.
Yep. Hard bend.
Whoa.
Yep. Hard bend.
Hard.
Beaver.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah.
One. Oh, wonderful.
Hard flat.
Great shooting. Very good.
BJ has just really, we talked about Kevin playing so well this week and making big shots. BJ's just followed right behind him.
Let's see.
And credit as well on the brush.
When you look at the stats too, we talked about Colton being a little low. He's 7th in stats, 82%. So you'd have to think BJ's shots are a wee bit harder than some of the other thirds. He's still 88 for the week.
I mean, the ice is like 6 feet difference. It's so hard for touch shots right now.
Your chances are
We can try to get
making
out
this
of
here
the
slim.
So if we want to make
I think
like,
there's still a chance of getting out of the end like by making this.
I know it's just really hard right now to make those types of shots. Even if we make this, right?
All right.
Saying
Normal.
it's 6 feet heavier. So that's the difference they're noticing.
Interesting.
Normal.
I'm going to be a hair firm here.
Clean. Yep.
One
Hard.
thing Jamie Barrasso was saying to
Whoa, whoa.
Brad Gushue before the game, because
Back
Gushue
double.
came over to talk to him about
Back double.
what he thought was the ice
All right.
being a little tougher in the afternoon, and the point that Jamie Barrasso, the head ice technician, said, we did not have a morning drop.
Sure.
And so it was a little slow to keen up, but once it did keen up, then it was fine.
Right. Yeah, it's tough for people watching at home to believe that it. You know, you look at it on TV and how can it be different? But it is. And at this level, when you're trying to draw the button, 6 feet slower is a lot.
You saw Jamie there has his peddling can out. They'll chamois the ice, of course, and he'll put a little fresh pebble down in both slide paths right around the hack.
Looks like a boat. Thick half.
Very important shot here. They, if you don't make this double, you're probably not going to blank.
Whoa, hard.
Brian Fry.
Hard.
Brian Harnden.
Nope.
No.
Okay, Fry.
Holy to that curl.
Okay.
Seems a little sharper pebble maybe today.
That curl there.
Something's a bit different. Well, it was a funny start to the game because we really only played the one side of the sheet for quite some time, for probably 3 ends. The other side just sat.
You're big, Kevin. You're firm.
Weight's good. Firm.
Whoa.
We're heavy. Flash.
Yeah, this is a miss.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Take up.
And he'll lose it.
Oh. Control. More.
Much rather blank.
More.
And
Big
just
miss.
like that, we're
Yeah,
blank.
you really wanted to force, and you see Herb Jacobs pretty happy to blank.
Control.
We talked at the start of the week with the intern curling more like BJ's No, I guess it was Ryan Fry's curled more, and then you just saw Cooey's run straight on the out turn. They'd still be slanted towards sheet D a bit.
Good weight. Help. No. Stay close, Mike. Yep. Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Just clean. Whoa.
You're good.
That's true. Shot.
How does your game plan change, Cheryl, as you heard E.J. Harnden say to Brad Jacobs, look, it's really tough to make the finesse shots now. So how do you change? What do you do if you are both skips, both teams?
Well, I think you maybe simplify the weights a bit. Maybe you don't use such a range. Just go straight board, hack, and control rather than the down weights in the back line. Just trying to simplify until the ice starts to get up to speed, because I think it will. It's just been one half of the sheet that we really didn't see a lot of play on. And I think as a player, you just don't underthrow. I don't know if your brushers can hold it right now.
Close to dust, and to watch it go all the way through. And so we'll put a blank on the board, and that will be the third in the game, first half. Alberta's 3 is the difference. 3-1, they lead it.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada.
Well, it started off quietly enough, Alberta, with Last Rock, 2 blanks, then a steal, and bang, they get 3. Let's check the after 5 reports.
Well, you really have to look. Cooey had the hammer 4 times in the first half, and he only converted once, but he did convert to that 3. But you also have to take a point away from Northern Ontario for that steal that they took from Alberta. So pretty even there.
After 5 report brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. So trying to figure it out, Brad Jacobs, as he talks with his alternate Lee Toner and coach Adam Kingsbury. So let's go to the third, and remember now, Northern Ontario picks up a steal here.
Well, yeah, Alberta's trying very hard to convert their hammer again to their deuce. Jacobs makes this draw, outturn to the pin, angles perfect. This creates the opportunity for the steal point.
So they get their single, they're on the board. But then, my goodness, in 4. It's this wonderful shot it's all about rock positioning. We hear it so often, and it doesn't get much better now than BJ Neufeld.
No, because Alberta just gave up a stolen end. We saw that before, so they must score here. But it's all about the patience and the setup shots. Nothing better than this one. They have them both ways, and BJ ultimately uses that one on the left to create the opportunity for a score of 3.
So when you look at the numbers here, look at Brad Jacobs, 97. The high this week was Brad Gushue. He threw a 98. Right now, Jacobs is throwing his third 97% game. 3-1. Alberta leads it as we get ready to pick up play on this Friday night in Brandon.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years.
Winning the Brier is a dream come true for us in 2017. It was pretty incredible. And then to follow up and do it again last year was an exciting experience. Really, there's not many days go by where I don't envision myself doing it again, and we're certainly going to see if we can do that this week.
Last year in the Brier final, he had a few over on us just in the experience column, and I'm not sure that would be the case this year anymore. He's a team I'd love to beat, and at the end of the week, if you're beating teams like that, that you're going to be in the hunt.
Chance on a milder night to go for a skate, and our page playoff begins tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Sometimes you need a little help when you go skating. Is that little man needed there? Still trying to figure out who will be number 3, who will be number 4 in that game, as Wildcard is playing Canada tonight. But those are the 2 teams that will meet tomorrow at 3. As we welcome you back on this Friday night. This one will decide who is number 1 and number 2, and the difference, of course, for the Team Alberta leading. Should they win it, they will pick up, of course, have that choice of both the Last Rock and the color. So they'll get them both. Northern Ontario win and they'll get Last Rock.
That's a miss too.
If the ice is changing a bit, you want to be the team that's up.
Okay, well, let's find out if it's changing elsewhere as we drop in on the game with Team Wildcard and Team Canada Final Stone. Brendan Bottcher.
I would say as a rule across the 3 that I'm watching, it is changing. Brendan hit and rolled under on his first, and it forced Brad Gushue to play a run back, but his shooter also rolled in, and so he lies 2. This is a draw for Brendan for the single.
Come on. Come on, boys. Hard. You got to get it here. Hard.
Oh, boy. And they'll need a bit of the 4.
I thought that was heavy.
And they'll come up light, too. So that's a steal. One more. They'll go to the break. 5-2.
Well, you heard him say, I thought he was heavy, so it's coming down pretty hard.
Halfway. What? 2/3, halfway.
Yeah, they're usually not off that much by judging.
A lot warmer outside, a lot warmer in here, bigger crowd still. Kathy was saying it was the air temperature's warmer, yeah.
2/3. All there, Kev.
I doubt if it's flattening out yet, but they might have kept the surface a little colder because of all those factors.
Like I wasn't watching the line.
No, I was watching the line.
3 really good setup shots by Alberta.
7-8.
It's how important they are, because now you forced the Jacobs team to chase you, and they have to chase you for a while. They have to make a couple really good shots.
Yep. Hard.
Really good.
8 flash. Good 8. Top 8's real good.
But
it curls the hair.
Yeah, I saw that.
Top 8. Needs me as quick on the out turn.
No.
No, I don't think it's going to be as quick.
I
but
don't.
I mean, let's guess 3.5, 4 feet.
14-3?
Yeah, 14 seconds. Yeah.
Close.
Oh, there.
Gotta go, Vince.
Okay, mine's good.
Colton Flash.
Mine's good. Take a look.
Tell me.
Weight's good.
Hard then.
Top 8.
Hard line then.
Mine's
Hard
perfect.
Benny.
Mine's
Top 8.
perfect.
Hard Benny.
Pushing 4 foot.
Okay.
Well, then.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Gotta sit.
Yep. No.
Oh, no beach.
Shot.
Foot flash.
Nicely judged in that one.
Good shot.
Well, and really good information from Ben and BJ. They both said, it's probably 3 feet.
Normal.
That's such an easy thing to adjust to.
This should curl a little bit, or?
I think it should run pretty straight. No?
Waste them all,
This is
boys.
normal weight.
Waste them all.
Just normal.
No, never.
Other one.
Fry.
Whoa!
Fry.
Whoa!
And Fry staying with it.
No!
Watch out now.
Good.
And they'll get rid of 1.
Straight guard, or we gotta guard it. I think so.
I wasn't
We
really
have to guard it.
Staggered corners.
Yeah, you gotta guard it.
Yeah.
Steal of 1, Saskatchewan to tie 4-4. And a steal of 1, Ontario to go up 4-2. So a lot of
I think you want to be fairly tight.
draw problems right
2/3.
across the sheets, as Kathy suggests.
If I over curl it a bit, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, Bottcher was chance to go up 1 in the 4th, then came up about 6 feet light, and then with a steal of 2 to Gushue, and then a light again. So that's definitely the surface is fooling them.
There right now. 3.
It's tough at this stage of the week when you've got that kind of kick groove to come out of the hack, and now that muscle memory is ingrained, and you've got to change it.
No. Stay with it, Flash.
Gotta stop.
It's in. It's almost in. I sweep it at all. It's in. Yep.
No.
Good beach.
Oh, just. There's that little staggered two-corner guards that you don't want to allow Northern Ontario to roll behind.
You know, I'm just checking. You know me and the weather. But I'm just checking here the Environment Canada. It's the building itself. It's warmer in here. Outside, it's down around -10 with wind chill about -15. So it just might be the number of bodies in here.
Whoa, close.
Certainly the biggest crowd of the week.
Shooter. Great shot.
All right.
Really nice.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
This is probably better.
Yeah.
Shot.
Work.
Yeah, I think you have to roll, Russ, because if he knows, I think they can roll. Be close.
Just don't roll right underneath because it'll be a third guard.
Clean.
These are tricky, aren't they? You want to roll a foot, but you can't roll 2 feet.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Anything, Benny.
Roll, Kevs. Go. That's a good shot. Good spot, Beach. That's a really good spot.
We ignore that?
Explain why that's a good spot.
Well, because now they rolled just enough that there really isn't a roll underneath. Those staggers, you're deathly afraid of giving Northern Ontario a chance to get under them because it'll take a couple shots to get it out. So they're kind of taking away a draw path from Northern Ontario, and there's no hit and roll.
Line's good. Line's good. T-line. Line's good. Roops. Line's good. Pete.
Now they've got one here to go behind their own color, covering the edge of the 8.
Roop. EJ.
How dangerous is it ignoring that stone just out there?
Finish it. Go.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous, Cheryl. It's certainly something Cooey could put a lot of pressure on you with, but they're trying to do that to Cooey first.
Shot, Brad.
Well, we've seen some good shot making now to start this 6. Maybe the ice is coming around.
Yeah, I like it better than
And then if you rub it, you're rolling to maybe a good spot.
What do you got?
You got 2 inches.
I like this.
Yeah?
Well, if I miss anything here, it's a deuce. Just thinking, I guess he tries that roll, and it's a little ugly if he makes it.
Right.
You roll your shooter and you'll leave yourself.
It's pretty straight here, remember that.
You can throw the run, too, if you want.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Which way you want to make it? This
And
way?
even if I miss it, I roll to kind of there.
Yeah.
It might give
Makes
us
it tough on him. Okay, just cross it a bit.
Well thought out. We talked yesterday and the day before about that inside-out shot that was just thrown by Northern Ontario, not breaking as much as it was. So then for Kevin to follow it down and try to hit a rock that you only see 2 inches of in a straighter spot makes it tough. So you run this back. If you miss it, you might even roll in.
Yep.
Hard bend.
Skip Stone.
Yep.
Kevin Cooey.
Hard bend.
Ebert's got him. Trying to run this right back. Oh, and he chipped it. Now, question is, chip it far enough? And yes.
Just brilliant. It was a great call because it really did. Even if you miss this, you're right. You open it up.
Yeah, look
your
where the
shooter.
red. Yeah, the red one would have been even closer to the rings.
Yep.
2 raisable rocks.
He knew it was close.
Maybe if we play around this one, it might be harder for him to follow. The intern.
He's going to play the run.
Well, you think he's going to play the run? What if we're here?
Then he's going to.
What if we get by and over curl it to here?
Then he's going to draw.
Then he's going to draw. Then we might have that yellow if we want. It's got to make it perfect.
Whatever you're seeing, Brett.
Here? Make them draw.
Like, let's go.
Well, then we're really cutting off our scoring area. You want to be here.
Okay.
I find it interesting, Cheryl, I don't know if you'd agree with me. Both these skips are in some respects the same. with regards to their team and teammates. If they're feeling it, get out of the way.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Well
Both of them?
said.
Okay.
No, well said. I think Ryan Fry gets that, and so does BJ Neufeld. And when the time is to just let them go, you do so. I really like that conversation, though, because Brad talked about just drawing 4-foot. But if you draw 4-foot and Cooey chooses to freeze, how are you going to score your deuce?
Right.
So they're going to go back 8. Cooey decides to come down and freeze. You've still got room.
And he doesn't seem to miss any of those runbacks or doubles or angles. So, but he has missed a few draws. I think it's out-turn draw is actually his Cooey's worst shot. He's 74%. So you never know.
And if you're Alberta, maybe you don't want to see that statistic because Northern Ontario are big finishers.
They are. Big scorer the last half.
Bro, lots of line. Lots of line. Pete.
Gotta go, Ryan, back here.
Gotta go, Ryan.
He wants it back 8.
He wanted it back 8.
Keep going. Mark.
And that's where they'll go. So in terms of rock positioning, that's where he wanted to be.
Well, it makes the run tougher because it's longer.
I whipped that.
Yeah, I bet.
I whipped that.
And you're forcing Cooey to a draw. This ice has been a little bit trickier. Although I feel like this end they figured it out.
Yeah.
They swept it a lot, so it's going to be
I'm not going to
14-8 probably.
Really well thought
Remember
out.
that was a full scrub?
Yeah.
So
I got you. I got 14-4 on that.
yeah, full scrub. It just might get a little.
Yeah.
That's how accurate these guys are. They know it's a little slower, but it's also been brushed, heated up completely on that last shot down the same lane. So they take that into consideration.
Sweep for like back forward.
Yeah. Lock it on.
I don't know, Russ. I think in the space of maybe 10 minutes, this end, I think the ice has gotten better, don't you? In terms of their shot making.
I just heard Jacob say I whipped that one. So
Back 12.
Stay with it. Hard Colton.
This looks hot.
Hard Colton, you got a chance.
Trying to carve it over.
No.
Help it over.
Rocket launcher.
And it's gone.
Just probably overthinking the path. You've heard how heavy it is.
Is that what you gave me on the last?
Yeah.
like I said, 74% on that out-turn draw. That's interesting. That's a really low number for somebody of his caliber.
You're right.
He makes every hit he looks at.
I don't sweat, Kev.
If looks could curl.
No, you don't have to.
Same path, boys.
I don't think you have to.
That is a stare,
Wait.
isn't it?
You're down.
Same path.
It is.
Yep.
Gotta go here. Gotta get into the paint, boys.
Come on, go.
Gotta get it going, fellas. Oh dear, look at that.
I think grabbed ice.
And that is for the 2. So remember that statistic. In the last 3 games, Jacobs has averaged 5.8 in the second half. And he just starts off with 2. We're in the home of the Brandon Wheat Kings of the Western Hockey League. This is Westova Place, part of the Keystone Center. 4 sheets in play. Final night of round robin, the championship round. Started yesterday with the top 8 advancing out of the field of 16. And then by tomorrow, we'll be down to just 1 sheet of ice. And that'll be sheet C, where these teams are playing tonight. And the rest of the event will be played here on this particular sheet. So that's a pretty good deuce for Northern Ontario. Little panic on the brushing, but they did get it there. And so here in 7, it is Alberta once again. Kevin Cooey and the team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary that does have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstone.
Wait.
Well, still there must be a little bit of draw weight issues with or feel on the ice because
No, it's perfect.
Ryan Harnden just was trying to freeze to that shot stone of Alberta's and is now back 4, almost back 8.
It's frozen.
Whoa, Beach. Yep. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Good sweep, guys.
Like, I don't.
Well, look at this now. Team Wildcard has a chance to get a couple back here.
They do. Brendan hit on his first one to lie 2. And Brad Gushue was playing the double, a relatively simple one, and wasn't particularly close, just hit and rolled out across the top. And so this is a draw for 2. As long as he is 3/4 of the stone in the paint, it will be for 2.
Noticing the ice maybe getting back to normal?
No.
Okay, fine. Wow. Would you agree that's 2?
I would.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Definitely the stone. Great shot. With a little.
You play the nose double or the hit and roll away double?
Hit and roll away double.
Nose double's really hard. Control away, just hit and stick, Flash. Yeah.
Yeah, the nose double would leave a double back underneath the center guard, so the hit and roll away double. There'd still be a double there, but you're not going to be rolling under anything.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Come on. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Oh, he stuffed it at the back.
Good throw.
So they are Northern Ontario's shot stone, just off center line and covered by their own back edge of the 4.
I like Peel.
Yeah, you have to be careful here. If you ever get that top red across the top of the second redstone, you could jam it. I don't think it would ever stay there, but you get rid of it all.
Yeah, exactly. Get on.
E.J. Harnden.
Oh, you might find out here, Cheryl.
Bang.
Oh, that's a bad one.
And they'll kill their own. So Alberta's sitting the 2, and they do have last rock. Manitoba and Ontario's, they play 6, and shot rock is Ontario, but there's those 2 other reds in there.
There is, and the big switch in this end was on the first stone of Scott McDonald's facing 3, threw a big weight double and went through the uprights, not getting any of them, and that's why it's been advantage Manitoba. But he did roll under on his final stone, so this is a soft shot. If he can tap it back, it'll be for 3.
Gotta go to kill it.
Hard, Colin. Hard. Keep going.
Move it far enough, and sure does. There they are, 3, Manitoba.
Stay with it, Benny.
It's all there, Kevin.
Wait, over here. Benny, go! Hard. Hard. Keep going. That's good. Good spot.
Good spot, Flash. Very good.
Has to be slower over there. That was well judged.
Shot Flash.
We talked about both Ben and Colton needing some big games to really match up with Ryan and EJ, and they are. 93% for Ben, 94% for Colton. Taking some pressure off BJ and Kevin.
Yep.
Need the double here.
Hard.
Got one, and comes across. Ryan Fry.
Fantastic shooting.
You said it the other day, Russ, this is the Ryan Fry we saw when they won the Brier.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Olympic gold.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that's the play you had to make, Cheryl, but is that to your point earlier about there's not a lot of finesse right now? You're going to just play those kind of shots?
Yeah, I mean, it was the shot, but I think that they're far simpler than trying to make the precise shots right now. You saw that one go deep, and that's what happened in this end. And Alberta was allowed to come around and freeze twice in the 4-foot.
Keep going.
Hard. No.
A little down.
Well, he hardly had any weight, yeah.
There's like hack.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's that he didn't throw the weight. I think it's just still tricky.
It doesn't end up with the weight at the far end.
BC and Saskatchewan, they blank 6.
You only got to move it 4 or 5 inches.
You can just roll in front of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thin half with Verb. Should be close.
Even if you roll over there, you don't want to miss this because you might not get another crack at it. Hit this a little thick, roll buried or roll closer. Maybe Jacobs can make the double next time.
Hard for a Pete.
Ooh, that curled.
Just Frost ate that up.
Yeah, Frost.
Yeah, I know.
A little bit of frost out really, really wide. You wouldn't think you'd get frost in this weather, but it's a lot warmer today.
I thought it was back where it was.
Yeah, the ice just looks different tonight.
Yeah.
You can see the footmarks a little bit more.
Really nice. Yeah, speed's good here.
I heard Shirley Jenkins tell me that just breathing, you know, the moisture coming out of from the breathe. I forget how many, whatever it was, but you multiply that by all those bodies.
You have humidity.
It is white, really wide,
Be a
Vic.
little quicker here, guys.
Looks
Where do you want
heavy.
it,
Right
Kev?
here.
Top 8.
Okay, we're there. Weight looks good. Get it over here.
Give him a little hit and roll action here if we're not behind the tee.
Get it here.
Go
to
then.
my broom.
It's there. It's right to your broom, Art.
Oh, oh,
To the tee line.
whoa.
Good.
Right.
Shot, Beach.
I can see.
Still go over the top of that, eh?
It's half rock. Type of weight?
It's going to be firm.
You still got the blank, right?
Yeah. If he happens and lose the shooter, just rip the guard. Yeah.
Thick half.
He'll be close here.
Brad Jacobs first. Skip Stone here in 7 of this 3-3 tie. DJ Harden. Ryan Fry calling line. Okay, got one. Sure do. Going to come across. Oh, yes, you do.
Real close.
Yeah, that would be in the category of real close.
Nice shot.
Oh, jumping. 2 beautiful doubles, one by Fry, one by Jacobs.
Go around the center.
Good. Yeah, you want it?
So, can you quantify or estimate what those 2 doubles would mean, Russ, in terms of score for the opposite? For Alberta, you don't make those. What?
Well,
2, 3, 4 points? I don't know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because if they're single takeouts, you assume he's going to make contact on the original rock. If they're both singles instead of doubles, it's a draw for 3 here for Cooey. You know, and then that would break the game wide open. Like, it's just so important.
Yeah.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Yep, hard man.
They look so easy, but they're not.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Rolling just a little.
Good shot and leaving it there. You know, I was watching Cheryl BJ Neufeld's interaction with Kevin Cooey, and
Solid.
him coming over, of course, from the
Good toss,
Manitoba
Kev.
Mike McEwen team, and how difficult it must be. I mean, you've had good thirds. You played with your brother for so long. It's a little different. I mean, he's gone out to find somebody now to fit his style, and BJ seems to have fit in seamlessly.
Oh, he does. And you know, it was funny because Ben talked about it, and what Ben said struck him about BJ was the professional approach he had to the curling. He's all business. They said BJ comes in prepared. He knows the strengths and the weaknesses of his own team, but more so of the opposition that they're going to play. And so I think they've learned more. They knew BJ as a friend and a foe on the curling circuit, but I think they've got an opportunity to bring someone onto the team that's really added a lot.
Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. No roll.
They are going to roll and roll it just outside their own, and it's at the back.
That was almost perfect. They may not have had a chance to blank this end. It rolls right behind that guard.
Really close.
You're probably tapping for your 1.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
You're looking at a 3, double, roll, get buried.
No.
Can't touch the center.
Clean. Yep.
Yep, hard man.
Whoa.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Clean, you're good. Shot, Cal.
Dusted down and away it goes.
Shot, Cal.
Northern Ontario. At Timmy's, he orders a double. Double. Second stone for the Northern Ontario lead, Ryan Harnden. Long center went up. Redstone came in. We're tied at 3 after that blank in 7. Once again, Alberta will have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Yep.
Trying to go through undefeated is Kevin Cooey and his team from Calgary. And if they can, they would have their last rock
Wait's nice.
and choice of color as you take a look at the numbers for the two leads. Matt Van Hebert and, of course, Ryan Harnden.
Whoa, go Beach! Go Beach! Go Beach! Go!
Shot. As good as you could do.
Well, you can't do any better.
Yeah.
Job, Ben.
Back weight.
Get to as much as you can.
Cooey will push pretty hard for a deuce or more here this end. Being the 8th end, this is the end for them to score, even if they get a 1 this end, although they'd always look for a bundle.
Heavy.
Right.
Wait's
Right.
good.
Right.
Right. Gotta go, Fry. Come on.
It's not getting rid of it.
I don't care. You gotta move him.
Gotta hit
Hit
it.
as much as you can. Okay.
We gotta go freeze on mine. Top 8 on mine, Flash.
Really, you look at that shot, that roll by Alberta, that creates a mistake. Now there's 2 reds in the rings.
Sliver across.
The numbers for both E.J. Harnden and there you see Colton Flash.
Well, that's been the difference, I think. Sorry to interrupt, Vic, is Colton. He's minus 10 to EJ for the week, and that's where you thought there might be a
Pretty good.
break in the lineup here for Alberta, but no, he's been incredible.
Yeah, he's standing on his head tonight.
What's that mean? Top 8. Hard.
Those plus minus numbers, if you're not familiar, given similar to hockey. If you're on the ice for a goal, you'll a goal for, you get a plus. Minus if you're on if the opposition scores. If you outcurl your opposite number, and by 5 percentage points in any game, you're given a plus.
Hit and roll. Good freeze.
And the lady that's been on the plus side so many times. Here's Kathy.
Brendan Botcher, unfortunate on his final stone, grazed the front guard. He was trying to go around and freeze to the Gushu stone to take away this end from Team Canada, but he grazed the back of the guard going by, so it redirected it enough, but it still kept going straight, but it went too deep, and so this is a draw for 3.
14-8.
Remember now, this winner of this will be free and clear of the other team, so that team at this moment would be Team Canada. There's the 3 to break it open. Team Canada would get choice and take, obviously, the last rock in the 3-4 game tomorrow, as well as the color.
That one curl?
We just talked about the great game that Colton's having, and he's putting a lot of pressure on EJ and creating opportunities for EJ to miss. He just ticked the guard trying to chase Colton's shot.
Okay, timeout being called. Each team given 2 90-second timeouts.
Think his triple's pretty easy?
I don't really see it coming. Do you see it coming back here?
This is going right through the hole.
First thought was this.
I just hate to put it somewhere
Then you
where
might
he's
see up-
still, you're not changing his shot at all.
He's gonna roll out.
Well,
My first thought was the
he's
guard.
got to bang his way out of this, I think.
My first thought was guard this high one.
That's going to miss, and then we flip
These
the
are pretty
house.
good for us.
Yeah, you like that? I mean, eventually he'll play this.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but then he's still doing that. He might even do it now.
What about
He's
going
gonna
there
run the
first,
center
Russ?
into that back.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's definitely running.
I don't like leaving the yellow guard and the 2 reds where they are, because Jacobs could just come right around.
You can't. I don't think you can leave that open because he's got the hit and roll under to sit shot, right, and make the double. Yeah. So you either got to guard it or move it.
Though.
You think he can get
him
at it?
rolling behind this is probably not going to be great for him.
Yeah.
The nice thing for Alberta, though, is those are pretty open. I don't think they're staggered enough that there's a problem.
In, right? Probably. I do think he's running, but guard or freeze is what I like, whatever you like.
What if you put the guard here and then he does this?
Yeah, that would be bad.
Well, that's the point. You cannot guard.
Decides to go around,
no,
it kind of sucks.
I mean,
I said if we guard and he decides to go around.
For you to not have this, you've left him this. I mean, this isn't terrible, but
Ted Appleman is was the runner-up in the Alberta final this year and was asked to come as the alternate.
You would definitely do it on mine. If it was my first rock, you'd do that, I think. But
probably plays more for 2.
I'm just a little bit worried if we guard here, he's going to have a chance. He's going to leave it. He might even just hit and roll away, and then he's going to use it.
Yeah. You never guard in the 8th inning with hammer.
No, I'm not a fan of that at all.
I'd be coming here.
Right.
I mean, you can maybe just bump.
They're all that. They're back to what BJ suggested.
I think if we guard, he's going to use it.
About a half an hour ago.
Okay, let's make it freeze. Like if he makes the triple, he should have a deuce. So we're thinking speed's going to be quick here to the wings, boys?
This is
right
call.
It is, especially with the tricky ice.
14-8.
Jacob probably wants to play a triple. He only gets a couple. You've still got a 3-ender on the board here.
Was your adage always, what would the opposition want me to play? He talked about coming around, though, so they're playing down to that frozen the corner, back 12.
Right.
But your point that Kevin said, if there was a guard thrown up against him, he'd come around, so that's exactly how they deciphered it.
Whoa.
And down,
good shot, Colton, not a boy.
And we'll sit there.
Beauty.
So they are sitting 1, 2, 3, and 4s over
Really good spot. Anyways, probably dead jamming.
Who's throwing?
Third.
I forget.
I think Brad's 1-2.
34. Watch the roll, Ryan.
There's that mental fatigue, eh? Ryan couldn't remember which rocks were his.
Long week.
The double's simple. That red might go over and hit the yellow, and you might get that back red.
Well, I think Brad said it's a dead jam coming up. Boy.
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
Yeah, you know what, if I roll
Man, I thought
Numbers for Ryan Fry
fall the whole way back.
and BJ Neufeld.
Forward.
Forward weight.
How's that look?
That was their chance because the triple was there. Big trouble, Cheryl.
Control. Oh. Close flash. Clean it.
Yep.
Gotta go hard. Gotta go hard. Right to it, right to it, right to it. Never stop, never stop, never stop. Come on, Flash.
Hard. Hard.
Good spot.
Well, and it was really Russ Colton's shots. He made a couple beauties and created a miss out of EJ.
Triple might be there still.
Then it just goes down the line.
Good. And you're a little big, so.
Yeah.
They were grinding on the brushing there. They didn't want to roll that red one under the guard. Then they could use that as a guard.
Normal. Thick half. 2/3 thick half.
Make this double and the roll.
Yep.
Brian Fry.
Yep. Whoa.
Brian Harden.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep.
Late
Roll.
licks.
Watch the roll.
Got that one. Those go, and the roll, and it'll spill underneath theirs. If you go out, there it is. And right underneath.
That just changes the end.
That's incredibly good, Cheryl. Because you can't get it that way.
How about the first one?
You could do that, but there's a chance it could jam, and there goes the whole end.
It's going to curl in there. Yeah, you don't have to be super tight to it, Beach.
Might have to play the out turn,
right?
come around tap, which we just talked about. The finesse shots aren't as simple as earlier in the day.
No, the ice is coming down. They haven't been out this wide for a while. The guard's long. That's the good news in this shot. Get some curl after they get past it.
Starting to go now at this corner guard. Starting to go at this, trying to carry it by, get it by. Oh, they did.
Whoa, Benny, roll it far.
No, right there.
And sit right there. What a great brush. Great line call, and just squeaked it by.
Great sweep in there, Cole.
I'm thinking MVP.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a really hard shot.
Whoa, Benny, roll it far.
No, right there.
No.
Good
They haven't
spot.
played too many there. It's slowing down 6 to 10 feet.
It wasn't light.
And it was completely
Just there.
buried. The key was it wasn't light.
Yeah.
He was smart enough to be aggressive because of the slower spot.
Because they came pretty close to that guard. Thought they called it a little tight.
Is this even there? Got to go through the guard to make this double. Oh,
I don't
man.
know. Doesn't look like much.
Look at that. It's not there, Cheryl.
Not throwing big weight.
But it's not light.
No, one more time here. They're going to flirt with this guard. They're going to flirt with it. Here it comes again. Oh, they got by again and across the nose.
Shot.
It overcurled.
I like control at least.
It's unbelievable.
Now you're very happy if you're Cooey that you didn't roll this under, Russ. You've got this to use.
Yeah, exactly.
Real close.
Watch how close that is. And then to get across the nose.
That's absolutely incredible. He could roll too far. Unlucky.
Normal or control?
Control.
Okay.
I think you can hold this.
Sure.
Don't you? Or you think that's minimum?
Well, just saw BJ's.
I know. That's what we're going off of.
I mean, I held BJ's
Trying to
pretty
hit
well.
7 8 3/4 curl.
I think if I get out to it, I think this is like good control.
Okay, I like that.
I like that.
Those green
Easy,
lights
get ready,
coming
get ready,
on.
get ready.
Good throw,
Yep.
Cooey.
Whoa.
Now, what about the result here?
Yes.
Here you go. Angle it back. And there it is. And he'll leave it underneath and roll the shooter away.
Nothing safe.
Well, Team Canada broke this game open, Kathy, with a 3 in 7, and they're sitting 3 now. Wild card, Brendan Bottcher.
Well, for Brad Gushue, he picked out 2 red stones on his first and his second belonging to the Bottcher team.
Oh, goodness, he got them all.
Good game.
And that'll be it. So they'll get off the ice after 8. 8-5 is your final. And Team Canada will go through 9 and 2. Wild card 8 and 3.
Great playing tonight, buddy.
And what it means now is tomorrow in that 3-4 page playoff, Team Canada will be seeded 3rd, wild card 4, and Bottcher and Team Canada will have last rock choice of color.
Group.
Line's good.
Yep.
They just lied.
Thought Mark Nichols was a little surprised he put the hand out so quickly.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, 3 down it is debatable whether you should pack it in.
But get off the ice and get a little more rest.
Shot, Brad.
And so there you take a look at the numbers. Here we go now. Remember we said Brad Gushue had the high number of the week, 98. So Jacobs equals him so far. And Cooey, a little surprised at that, 79%. Player numbers. Brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue. That surprised you, that number?
Well, I think what's happened is the team in front of him, his team's playing all 95%, so they're setting him up, and he's had to make just a big shot here or there to score.
The surprise is the 98% guy is about to go 2 down.
Yeah, that's how much you have to look at those percentages sometimes and realize they don't correlate with the win.
And if he'd missed the freeze, he'd be 4 down.
Gotta go back. Yep, you're right. 20. Go. Push. All right, boys. Gotta go, Flash. Gotta go,
Stay with it. Stay with it.
Heads up, heads up,
And
heads
then
up, heads up, heads up.
dusted in the rest of the way. They're good. Simple as that. Those two are good. 2 more. Alberta.
I didn't get it.
Ryan Fry. EJ Hartnett on the brush. As Northern Ontario now down by a couple will have the last rock. They have the hammer. Here at Westova Place on this Friday night, we go to the 9th. And Alberta trying to hold on here to go undefeated. 11 straight for the first time since Brad Jacobs did it in 2016.
The guy that eliminated him that year was Kevin Cooey on a measure.
Oh, that's right.
Go, every inch.
Both of you keep going.
Back 4, go, back 4, go. It's real good.
Keep going.
Go.
Good shot.
Good job, Benny.
Well, Ontario was eliminated earlier today, and they are facing one that's covered and just edge of the button. Final stone for Ontario, Scott McDonald.
Well, he's trying to play the big off the wall for the opportunity for 3. This is doing nothing.
And there's that one. Top 4. And so Manitoba picks up a steal of 1.
I thought it was I thought that was a big end to score 1.
Like, why are we?
Okay, Pete.
You gotta hit it.
BC has picked up a single to tie.
Hit this one. No?
Hit and roll underneath.
I like the
He's
hit.
doing that.
That's what I was thinking, though. Go underneath with it. What if you're on the nose? It's pretty good.
Or there.
Kev, roll away.
It's not horrible either.
Might be our 4th point.
Probably better.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm in love with rolling underneath.
No.
If you just don't roll far enough, now you've created this little pocket. See Northern Ontario come down there and freeze. Really bad break for Northern Ontario to tick that stone of Alberta's right underneath, though. Above the tee line.
Whoa.
Maybe heavy board.
Clean. Whoa, Ben.
Hard.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa, Ben. Whoa.
Close. Yep. Yes. Hard.
Hebert.
Hard. Roll.
You're good.
And rolls it away.
What a great game from Colton Flash.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
What, Colton?
Yeah, I guess we don't have to go crazy.
Yeah, we're running right down the sheet. You threw it here.
That's what you like to see as the games get tougher and players step it up. It's always a good sign.
Nope.
Drives it by.
The guard. Halfway, 2/3.
Hit.
It doesn't look conventional with Alberta 2 up. You'd think they'd remove that Northern Ontario stone, but you probably can't stay. And it's with the hitting ability
Don't hit it
at the back end of Northern On, it's probably a blank.
2/3. Whoa.
How much does the ice play into this thought process, though? Is it anything or not?
No, I think this is more about wanting. Alberta wants to force really bad. They don't want to let Northern Ontario blank this end, so I think it's more about the force.
Hard, take a piece.
They seem to be managing the ice
yeah.
fairly well the
Okay,
last
okay.
couple ends. I know we've seen some misses on other sheets, but figured it out here.
Oh, wait, you can't get to this one.
Oh, I know.
They got lucky there. It
Make
just
the other one then.
froze in the corner.
Make the other double then.
Just
Yeah, a slight hook, huh? Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
That was supposed to be a guard.
control. Control, wait. Half, then half.
Danger here is if you hit half the red and it hits the yellow, it'll start to spin and you might lose this rock that EJ's throwing. They can't not do that. They have to hang around.
It's good. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Yes!
Yep. Yep.
Yes!
Gotta go.
Brian Harden.
Spinning.
Shot.
And they'll back it up and leave it on the edge.
Let's roll in.
I like that out turn.
Yeah. You like boards?
Okay.
A little more.
I like control.
Okay.
Wait's
Yeah.
good.
Hard.
BJ Neufeld.
Hard. Gotta go hard. Hard, Benny. Hard. Still got it. Hard. Gotta roll it.
He will not.
Yikes.
Just nose it. Forward.
One of the few misses I've seen out of BJ.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep. 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 Yep.
Throwing now.
Good.
Pretty good spot. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good too.
I like that.
Keep it
I
away
like
from the
that
shot
same way
rock.
as Colton.
What did you have?
Board.
Kind of good board.
Yeah, you'd like a firm board, I think.
He said good board.
Heavy board.
Close.
Yep.
Snapping those fingers away.
Whoa. Whoa.
Try and roll this away.
Whoa. Yep.
Just can't
Whoa.
sit there.
Hard. 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 Gotta go, Benny.
Okay.
Like that.
Hey, Beach with throw.
The double's there, but there'll be a double back.
Right.
I think Northern Ontario is, I mean, they love a deuce, no doubt, but
Yep.
they'll
Yep.
take a blank.
Whoa. Nope. Whoa. Clean.
Brian Fry got him and now backs it up and underneath.
Right. Just stay in front of it.
Just heavy hot.
It's actually rolled enough that I think you can, if you don't want to leave Northern Ontario the opportunity for the blank, you could try and just sit right in front of it.
Kev, you like just throwing board?
Trying to nose this or?
I'm trying to hit it just
7/8
high.
on high.
Yeah. Just kind of good hack.
Okay.
That look minimum.
I would have
A
thought we
solid
needed a
hack?
bit more, yeah. I think that's minimum.
Sliver more.
Whoa. Clean.
Solid hack.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Kevin Cooey, first skip
Whoa,
stone
yep.
here in 9.
No,
Leads
no,
by
no.
2. Would
No
love to
flash.
force.
Hard.
Okay,
And
Kev, not bad.
just spills off.
Interesting.
Hey, Kev.
He's quite happy to give him 2. Is really what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
That was a gimme double for Kevin Cooey. He knows it. He's staying around too.
And he might have had a chance if you sit on top of it right. You never know you get a chance at a force,
I
but
would, but that's.
he wants hammer.
Probably because I'm old and I like being 2 up coming home.
Yeah, I'm with Ben.
You and I have said that this
Yeah.
week a couple times when the discussion was had. We just like being up.
I guess Cooey himself grabbed a 3 on Botcher, so maybe that's fresh in their minds. But 2 up coming home without, I'd take my chances.
No. Hey, lean. Yep.
Brad Jacobs.
Whoa.
Good, Brad.
Want it underneath his yelp?
Don't have much of a choice now. Can you make this double? Thick half, really hard.
This game? I don't know what I'd rather be.
Yeah, there you go.
Should have thought of that a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's interesting. That
I think I'd rather be tied.
Kevin looks kind of disgusted with it all.
I don't care. You know this draw to the button. That's why I like it versus going.
No, it's either the double or the hit and roll half berry.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's why I'm okay with giving up 2. And then it makes him make a shot for 1 or for 2 still.
I'm okay with this if you guys are.
I am.
What, this?
Sure.
Or the
double's not even.
Double's not a gimme.
It's
no, I like
hardly
this.
even there.
Yeah, I like this the best.
What do you think,
Throw
Russ?
on board?
I would have played the double on my last shot,
Okay.
and it would have been a blank end, and you'd be 2 up coming home. But we've seen in the 5 rock roll on many occasions that the team with hammer can actually manufacture 3, and Cooey did it himself. So it is kind of personal preference, 6 of one, half dozen the other. I would rather be 2 up,
Yep.
Hard
but I'm
flash.
sure a lot would argue.
Hard.
Drill it.
Hard. You still got it.
Drill it. We're close.
Hard.
Got to stay with it as it gets to that line. Starts to go now.
Go.
Hard.
Can you roll it over and underneath?
Go, Beach.
A little bit more, not quite.
Chris Wheaton, Colton.
Almost.
Shoot. Yeah. I think I like this better. I like the rock being in our hands. Yeah, good shot.
Your mind plays tricks at this point too, is it now? You know, they've managed to tie it up, but you know, Kevin might have to draw the 4-foot, which he didn't do coming this way with the out turn, and the ice isn't ideal for that.
No.
But that comment from BJ Neufeld, I'd like the last rock in our hand. I want to control the game.
Yeah. I think, though, all I would ever look at is you look at Kevin, and to kind of Russ's point, that what does Kevin feel like he wants to throw for his last?
And that'll be for 2. So Northern Ontario ties it, and that man, Kevin Cooey, trying to go through undefeated, will have the last rock coming home.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
So here we go to the 10th in a 5-5 tie in Alberta with last rock, trying to go through undefeated. To control both the last rock, the hammer, and the choice of color in the 1-2 page playoff. Already put up 1 center guard, did Ryan Harnden, and then, of course, Ben Hebert played a lovely tick. Now Manitoba and Ontario. And how many are there? 4 of them there?
There are 4. For Scott McDonald, tried a triple on his first, threw big weight. It didn't move. He went through the hole. So Mike True for 4 needs to make the triple to score.
And we'll give up 2.
Yeah, that's good.
And so that one will come to an end as Ben Hebert, above the roar of the crowd, trying to play another quiet shot. And Manitoba will finish 6-5, as do Ontario.
Hard flash, hard flash, hard flash.
As they salute the crowd here at Westova Place. Reminder, of course, Mike McEwen. This is his hometown. Born here. Didn't have the kind of week he was hoping for. And of course, Derek Samogalski, who throws the second stones, moved here 18 months ago to Brandon.
Good finish.
Coach Rob Meekin. And this is a great story, too. First time here for this Ontario team out of Kingston. Scott McDonald was alive until today, this afternoon, when he lost to Team Wildcard to take him out. Great first performance by the team from the Cataraqui Golf and Country Club in Kingston.
Was it ever?
They got a great future, that team. They broke through a lot of barriers this year, undefeated at provincials, come into here and get to the championship round.
Clean. Clean. Hard, clean, hard.
You have to give some big bonus marks to Ben.
Whoa.
2 ticks.
Get it. Attaboy.
And then Colton,
Yeah.
who's playing almost 100%.
To your point on the ticks, too, you talked about it in the break. Jacobs threw it about a foot over the hog line, off the center line, where Ben Hebert wouldn't be used to playing the tick, makes it. Then he throws it on the other side really tight, so Ben has to go way wider, makes it. 2 great ticks.
It's really smart by Brad because everybody practices the tick on the center line, splitting center, so you don't often see it the other way.
2 brilliant shots, and then to top it off, Colton makes that double.
Stay close. Looks
And
good.
He's
Don't lose
had
it.
a brilliant game. They all have.
Just over, Pete.
So I guess when you're 2 up playing 9, you should always give up a 2.
Well, he seemed comfortable as long as he had hammer, so.
They had a blank in 9, and so they're tied 5-5. Saskatchewan with Lastrock coming home.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard, Benny.
Hard, Benny.
Hard.
Keep going, Benny.
Okay, good. Keep going. Roll it.
Good shot.
Oh, boy.
Slow start, and Alberta got it going. That 3, that was the break open point of the game, and then giving the Northern Ontario, forcing them to take that deuce to tie it at 5. So now Alberta has a chance to win it with Lastrock. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Yep. Rip.
We touched on it here. It's hard to bury here. It's late in the week.
Almost in.
A little less finish.
Pass the curl. Yeah, go, Brad. Go. Keep going. Shot, Brad.
Reed Carruthers. Colin Hodgson.
Sweet stuff.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
Fine. Hello.
It's not forgiving their
No.
inside out. A little tweak outside, it's not coming back.
No, he's got a little bit of a kind of a poke.
3/4 around it. So, back 4, wait. Even if your tee is fine, but
Tee's fine. A little more.
3 feet more.
Yeah, 3
feet.
4.
4, 5.
3 feet.
Back button, back 4. Roof. Lots of lines right now. Line's good. Back 4, line's good. Roof. Got roof. Yep. Go if you have to. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Go. Yep, go, boys. Keep going. Let me see.
Jacobs jumps out now. It's been a long week of rushing.
Shot.
They're going to have to gather themselves up for tomorrow.
Well, yeah, and they pounded that from end to end.
Nice shot.
Really nice.
You got this.
Not much of it. Very little.
Freeze it.
Great throw.
Yeah. You're going to get
Peel that one then.
Sure.
Yeah, get either one.
Yeah, just hit the top one. That opens up the back one for the next time around.
Clean. Yep.
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 Clean.
Colton Flash.
Yep. Get it right out. Stop.
Gets it this time.
Stop.
So 2 skips that you are. Heading down here now to the skip stones. It's likely going to come down to a draw here, Cheryl, for Cooey. How confident would you be in his slider?
Well, the ice is different tonight, so there's definitely that. Any other game, I would say I'd give him 90% chance to make it to the 8 foot, if not more. But the ice has changed a bit, and the other option here is they've not been down the draw to the 4 foot path, you know, the pin draw, so that could change it. And you're looking at 2. We've seen it a couple times, more than a couple times this week, where you look at 2 and late in the game and.
Would he draw in this one, I wonder?
To try to get the feel.
You could go top 4 wide open, Kevin Cooey.
Mm-hmm.
And if Brad doesn't roll, then you've got a wide open hit, which Cooey's going to make in his sleep.
Because I'm trying to think, he hasn't thrown Kevin Cooey a draw for a few ends.
And he missed the one in 6.
Let it stop. Got to sit.
He threw that freeze through.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Sit.
Sit.
Great shot, Brad.
Yeah, good shot, Brad.
Timeout's being called by Team Alberta.
I think you get shot rock here for 2 reasons. To practice. And then you might not have to draw.
No, I like this call.
He's going to try and go there.
That's fine. I've always got that.
Yeah. Doesn't really change anything if we draw.
I mean, we don't want to be. We just want to be like here.
Okay.
Right.
That's ideal. Just get kind of like half under.
Not too high that then he
wraps. Yeah. So it's kind of half under.
In a sense, is this the same kind of thing, Russ, giving him this opportunity to draw?
Yeah, I think this is really more than anything practice. If he misses it, he knows what he's done for his next one. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it top button, Cheryl. Right in the center line or even wider than that. And then what's Jacobs do?
Yeah, because that's going to be the path you draw.
The top 4 maybe. If he makes a perfect hit and roll, then I guess you don't get a practice shot. But
the only risk, I guess, with that would be if you ever slid a little bit deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
The respect, though, that these guys have for each other, because Kevin said, you know, I don't want to leave it too high because Jacobs will wrap right around this shot. It's just tucked around that corner guard, top 8 foot.
All there.
The line's fine.
We are heavy. It's not heavy.
Line's good.
Line
Clean.
only.
All room.
Close.
Room.
It's pretty good.
Whoa.
Top 4. T-line.
Yep.
T-line. T-line.
Boy, they just want to go, don't they, these 2, Flash and Hebert?
Behind the tee, if anything.
They wanted to leave it up there. And instead, they're
Good shot,
coming
Kev. Very good.
back there.
Well, I think it's good he got a chance to throw that. Just watching
Good
that.
spot, too. Good spot.
Yeah, we don't have to be above.
That was back 12 on its own.
Timeout.
Through. Sit
And
out
we
here
go
for 6
timeout
minutes.
now for Northern Ontario. That's their first.
Just trying to think
Alberta has used both
Obviously, if
theirs.
we're to it, that's fine. But what's the best spot?
The best spot is
Here.
splitting the tee line right here. I
Probably
think.
splitting the 4 and splitting the tee.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. We don't want to be behind it because then he's drawing to it, right?
Right.
Whereas if we're here, it's easy to overcurl. We just want to be like touching the tee line.
And we got to be kind of edge on edge with that.
We need to be that far?
Huh?
What if we're like, touching tee?
Then he can just push it to here.
The other thing is a little wicking in, right?
Yeah.
So touching tee.
Go here then? Yeah. If we go there, I think he's playing this to here.
If we go, yeah, and even, okay, right here.
We watched Jacobs' team steal their way back into that game against Ontario. So they're sounding pretty.
If he missed the yellow.
So here gives them backing, Cheryl, doesn't it? What they're thinking is maybe on a bit of an angle where Kevin can't come down and throw a rocket and kick it out. By doing that, Kevin just threw down what I'm guessing is the fastest spot in the building. If you make this properly, and Kevin's got to go the draw
Still
path,
gotta be a few feet.
it's going to be slower there.
3 feet.
could fool them.
It was last night, of course, in the game against Ontario, and Scott McDonald out of Kingston was up 5-1 midway through, and then it ended up going in extra before Ontario won it, and that handed Northern Ontario their loss, their only loss so far. Final stone for Brad Jacobs out of Sault Ste. Marie.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, for line.
Go ahead.
And right
Come
away,
on, boy,
go
Dick.
ahead. They got him.
Come on, Dick.
BJ,
All right, boys, you got
Ryan.
it. Come on, Dick.
The Harndens,
Right,
the Brush
perfect.
brothers.
Come on, Dick. Go. All right.
Big carry. Huge carry. Here comes Fry.
It's close.
Trying to get everything out of this stone they can.
Wow. Great sweep.
Oh, great brush. Straight sweep to the top edge of the floor.
I did not think that was there.
And a pat on the back
What?
Pretty good.
from Jacobs.
Definitely.
Great sweep.
Never thought we were getting that done.
And the final over on sheet A. Saskatchewan and BC are done as Saskatchewan acknowledges the crowd here in Brandon at Westova Place. 6-5 is your final.
Thanks.
Kevin could really just throw Russ the same shot he just threw.
Yep.
Same weight.
Hammer ice.
Yeah, not a ton, and you just kind of slop off that shot stone.
Yeah, they just ripped that. So I think it's gonna be
Normally
pretty
draw
hard.
though, wouldn't you?
I don't think he's feeling it.
No.
They pounded that one of Jacobs, which probably
Keened it up.
put a little bit of doubt in Kevin's mind as to if he goes out further, what's the weight.
True.
What's that, sorry?
Just can't get to the nose, he
Yeah.
said.
The right call in this situation is what the skipper wants.
I'm throwing kind of here.
Yeah, I like that. Good back line.
As long
Should
as
be
he's not
quicker,
throwing it
they
too
just
hard,
put
it
that
jams on the yellow. He's still shot rock even if he rolls through.
In a 5-5 tie. Final stone. Shot rock belongs to Northern Ontario. Alberta and Cooey trying to go through undefeated. 10 straight coming in.
Come on, weight's good.
Wait's good, says Hebert. So
Gotta go,
Flash
buddy.
and
Cool
Hebert
it.
go.
Hold that line. Easy. Easy.
Now try to
Clean
back it off a little bit. Don't overbrush it. Stay with it. Pump it up and roll it over to the pin for the win. And an undefeated run. 11 straight, and they will finish first.
Hey, buddy. Wait there.
Great toss.
Make the final 7-5. 11 straight. And Northern Ontario will finish 9-2. Coach John Dunn.
That game out.
So Alberta will play Northern Ontario in the 1-2 page playoff, and Alberta will get both the hammer and choice of color, while Team Canada will play wild card in the 3-4 page playoff. And again, the advantage there to Team Canada as they finish a game clear, and they'll have and get both. So coming up Saturday at 3 p.m. it will be Team Canada against wild card, and then tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the 1-2 page playoff. We're down to the final 4 here at the Tim Hortons Brier in Brandon.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it. By Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Winning the Brier was a dream come true for us in 2017. It was pretty incredible. And then to follow up and do it again last year was an exciting experience. Really, there's not many days go by where I don't envision myself doing it again, and we're certainly going to see if we can do that this week.
Last year in the Brier final, he had a few over on us just in the experience column, and I'm not sure that would be the case this year anymore. He's a team I'd love to beat, and you know at the end of the week if you're beating teams like that that you're going to be in the hunt.
Well, will it mean anything, their game tonight? Team Canada won that one 8-5, but now they're down to the Final Four. 3-4 page playoff tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make a note, TSN 1 and 3. Brad Gushue, Team Canada, trying to win 3 in a row against Brendan Bottcher, last year's runner-up, when we join you again from here in Brandon. We want to say a thank you to all the teams now from the championship round that are leaving us. We thank you for all your cooperation and wish you safe travels. Until we talk with you again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, thank you for joining us, the Tim Hortons Brier, on Canada's sports leader, TSN.